You know what is starting to be the most illegal thing, the most wrong thing for humans to be doing right now is eating healthy food. I mean, these people that are making up these laws that tell society what's right and what's wrong. You know, the laws that we follow that sort of help society um, relate to each other, by our laws. If we obey our laws, then society functions a lot better, a lot healthier. We think our laws are good for us. They're now making a law that says eating good, healthy food is illegal for you. So at some point, can we see that there is a definite insanity attached to profit? If you think if you think you need to get an education, if you think that having the biggest bank account makes you look like the smartest guy on the planet, think again. Because let's sort of look in our history. Let's look at these CEOs. Let's look at the smartest guys that are running our politics. Let's look at the guys that are making our laws. Let's look at the guys that are even enforcing our laws. And let's make a little sense out of at what point is eating healthy bad for you? There's some videos out there that there's police with guns raiding a healthy food sharing program. It is totally illegal to share your food with other people, even especially because it's healthy food. And who's behind all of this? Some big corporation, some corporation that wants to put some smart drug in there to make you happy. You know, at what point in the game are we going to see that we don't want to change bad behavior? We want to take a pill for what the bad behavior causes. Now it's going to be in your bananas. You're going to have this living organism that's going to eat at your brain, that makes you have associations that build your neuronet, that makes you experience your life experiences. They're going to now destroy that, thinking that you're going to be happy, being happy by doing everything that's wrong. So if you play that game out, then basically what they're trying to do, what the medical world is trying to do, what the corporation world is trying to do, while they think that they're going to control you, they're actually going to make us more angry. They're going to make us because we won't know how to um, make associations between right and wrong. We're just going to know that doing the wrong thing is always going to be the right thing to do. So the game is going to backfire at them, because while they think that they're going to, change our biology by knowing, don't do the right thing, they're programming us to do the wrong thing all the time. So it's like, okay, they're programming us to basically kill them. Because, while we don't know the difference between right and wrong, and while they're programming us to constantly do the wrong thing all the time, will treating other people nice be the right thing to do? No, it's going to be what they're programming us to do. So who are you going to kill? Anybody. You're going to kill your neighbor. You're going to, you're going to kill them. It's going to have the opposite effect of what they think is going on. If you look at any illness, what they're trying to do, what the medical profession has been trying to do, is take a pill. The pill will cure you. And yet, if you study the sciences, they found that you can cure all diseases by paying attention to what's causing the disease in the first place. The cause is always a belief that has you having an action to do all of the wrong things that ends up manifesting an illness. But as soon as you sort of get at the root problem, it's like, okay, what is the cause of what's making you ill? And you cure that cause, poof, the illness goes away. We don't even live in this comprehension that you can cure shit. The legal system says it's illegal to even say there's a cure. You cannot legally say, here's a cure. Kind of look at that in yourself. Like, try and see. Nobody's allowed to say there's a cure for anything. You know, and I've even tried having conversations with the Cancer Society, and it's like, no, we got to go through all of these hoops. We got to prove and prove and prove and prove with scientific testing. And, you know, at the end of the day, you can't prove that toxins will kill you. I mean, we've made our logic, our justice system never ever see that toxins will kill you. So if you have all of these rules that you live your life with that says you'll never see the answer, you'll never see the truth, and it's in your legal system, it's in your medical systems, then you'll never see the cure. You know, because there is a cure out there. They're even saying it. The Cancer Society says 50% of most cancers can be prevented, yet they don't finance that. You know, what is it they want to prevent? Your behaviors. What ends up curing cancer? For most patients that end up getting cured from cancer, just about all of them change their behavior. Yes, they may take a lot of medicine, and you know that's not really needed. They're not really seeing that it's a recognition of the pattern that you have. And you know, yes, it is from eating bad foods. You know, yes, it is from breathing bad air. But if you change your location to live in a better area that has better air, you know, if you're living on top of a toxic waste dump, you know, and you tend to move out of that area and you start to eat better, listen to your intuition and see what your system is lacking so that it can build and get stronger, you can actually experience the cure. I mean, there's been kids that are so young that they haven't been programmed to form strong beliefs to make the impossible seem impossible. I mean, they still are in this imaginary world that some kids have been curing brain cancer. I mean, this one story was this kid just visualized this cancer and was visualizing it being a game that spaceships were coming and blowing the shit out of that cancer, and then miraculously his cancer just disappeared. You know, it's the will to, you ain't going to die. You know, the cancer is going to die and I am going to live. I mean, you can't see the mentality that it was this kid's will to live and say, you ain't going to get the better of me, that ended up getting rid of his cancer. So it's like, I'm sorry, but I'm totally blown away. I mean, and at some point, the majority has to wake up and say something is wrong when it's totally illegal to buy, sell, and share healthy food. You know, these police that carry guns that want to enforce laws should really be questioning who they're working for, because ultimately the police that are enforcing these laws are exactly what's going to kill them. And they may get into it thinking that, okay, I got control, I carry a gun, I wear a uniform, and I am the boss and I can control other people. And it's like, you're controlling other people to kill you. You know, because not eating healthy food is you know, going to make destructive beings that ultimately are going to kill you. You know, the food that you eat, you know, it's the police, they eat food too. So they are going to enforce laws that say they can't even eat good food, that they need to be poisoned themselves. Where is the logic? You know, like, I even talked to one police officer that was a little insane, stopping me from going for a walk in wilderness, you know, and I mentioned to him, do you think you're acting a little paranoid? And this police officer literally said the words, they teach me to be paranoid. And it's like, think about that for a second. You agreed to have a system teach you to be a paranoid schizophrenic and think that that's normal. think your behavior is normal and needed. You're friggin' insane and don't know it. So it's like everybody's going to wake up to this. There's no friggin' way these people are going to have power because it's all about living your life and just doing it because there's no way they're going to stop you from eating healthy food. You just have to want healthy food enough to grow it yourself, share it yourself, and be part of the solution and just sort of point out you're a little insane. Offer them some good food and maybe they'll gain their sanity back. Peace out.